steering it is broken now.
Well, it's nearly time to get today's Grand Prix underway. We've got a number of drivers in contention, but of course, only one can claim that coveted top step of the podium. We have 21 corners in today's 3-lap race here at the Yas Marina circuit, 12 to the left and 9 to the right. It's a total lap distance of over 3.4 miles. There are 2 long back straights opening up some passing opportunities into the chicanes, and you expect average lap speed of around 198 km per hour. And what will any Grand Prix weekend be? We were all stalking through the action. Obviously, Sebastian Vettel must be feeling good about his chances here at this Grand Prix. It will be a clean run down to turn 1 and the car is completely underneath him. Honestly, he's going to be difficult to be stopped today. Besides that, of course, any kind of turn 1 incident could completely turn the race on its head. Let's keep our fingers crossed everyone can get through in one piece. And with the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Verstappen, and Alexander Albon, Perez, Ocon, Grosjean, and Lance Stroll, Norris, Sainz, Magnussen, and Daniel Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Gasly, and George Russell, Kvyat, and Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. As we now have 3, 4, 5 lights for the Grand Prix. It is lights out and away we go. Sebastian Vettel goes away nicely as his 2 Mercedes fights for the lead. Max Verstappen goes down the inside, exiting turn 1, immediately gains 2nd position behind Sebastian Vettel. Valtteri Bottas raced his teammate Lewis Hamilton and gains 3rd as Hamilton tries to hold off the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. This is amazing as we have all eyes on Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel here as they rush into the first straight. Verstappen going down the inside of the Ferrari, going neck to neck, but backs off as there is not enough space to overtake. Heavy braking there into turn 8 by the young Dutchman as Sebastian Vettel tries to pull away from the charging bull. It's a fantastic race we're seeing right now. As we see all cars going in, and Verstappen tries to go around the outside of Vettel, but is immediately blocked, further increasing their gap. Lewis Hamilton now gained 3rd position and is fighting for 2nd against Verstappen. Verstappen has to race against the world champions. Lewis Hamilton tries to go down the inside of Verstappen and backs off again. Valtteri Bottas now having a short gap with his teammate and was told by his race engineers to not race against Lewis. A Mercedes strategy in securing podium position for the team. And into the 2nd lap then, as the cars are spread out. It is unbelievable as these cars race as fast as 300 km per hour maximum. Max Verstappen diving into turn 5, shortening his gap with Vettel is still on pole as the cars leave turn 7 and into the straight. Now on board Max Verstappen as he goes wheel to wheel with Sebastian Vettel, but does he have enough speed to overtake the Ferrari side by side? The Ferrari launched itself and the Dutchman having to pull behind Vettel as they approach turn 8. What a fantastic race this is, as we see Red Bull challenging the Ferrari time and time again, whilst keeping Mercedes at bay. And now into the final lap of the race, Verstappen goes out of Vettel's slipstream for a moment, then rejoins as the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton catches up the pace. Just look at the gap between the cars. It does seem like Ferrari will reign champion for this Grand Prix, won't they? Stewards had enabled DRS, meaning that there will be more overtaking opportunities for the drivers. Max Verstappen shortens the gap between him and Vettel into turn 6 and 7. Both the Ferrari and Red Bull are awfully close to each other in the straight. Verstappen goes down the inside of Ferrari, going wheel to wheel, and overtakes the 4-time world champion. On board now with Verstappen as he pushes his car to the limit and passes Sebastian Vettel at ease and closes the gap between him and the Ferrari on turn 8. Now on board Sebastian Vettel, as we can see from the rearview mirror that the Red Bull overtakes him at full force with nothing more he could do in that situation. Verstappen currently leading the pack and onto the final stretch now as Sebastian Vettel tries to keep Lewis Hamilton behind him for as long as he could. What a brilliant race this is! Such marvelous! As Verstappen enters turn 17 through the buildings, keeping the Ferrari behind, as that turn may provide an opportunity for the rival team to overtake. As they go through the final corner now, and it is for certain Max Verstappen wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix ahead of Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for the Red Bull today. This was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. Verstappen had done everything that was expected of him at the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team, and that is another trophy going back to Milton Keynes. Now let us discuss the contender for the driver of the day. It was Max Verstappen, opportunistic as I would describe, as he goes to conquer places as he drives along. Well, that's the end of another fantastic race. Thanks to everyone who joined us. I am Herbert James, your host, signing out.
Thank you for everything. Got one more dance.
I lost it. Okay.
Slowly down now. What a great race.
Done it, Max. Won the race. What a way to close the season.
What a year, lads. You all deserved it.